Hi, and welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to use a Flash template to create an interactive quiz which has multiple questions on the one slide or the one page and accommodates single word text answers. Let me show you what I mean. This quiz I've made up is a very simple quiz about hardware or software. Okay, so the user enters their name and is welcomed by name, and when they go to this slide with the questions, they're presented with a bunch of questions which offer them the chance to type in their answer. Now, I've set this up so each question is just requiring a one-word answer, and in this example it's hardware for the odd questions and software for the even questions, just to make the example as simple as possible. So let's get a couple right. A monitor is a piece of hardware. A spreadsheet is a piece of software. A projector is a piece of hardware. A Word document is a piece of software. And that's all I'll do for the minute. Let's go down to the bottom and press submit. Okay, you can see we've got 4 right answers and 6 wrong, and the feedback is personalised. Okay, and that's 40% on our first attempt. So now if we go and type in a right answer, we might put a full stop there and see what happens for question 5. Okay, and might get the rest of them correct. Okay, we press submit again, and we're now up to 9 right, and it says you've only got, to fix up one answer, and again it's personalized. After 2 attempts we're on 56.25%, and the reason that was wrong was because of course we had the full stop, and to put it in context, you don't need a full stop. That actually renders the answer incorrect, and I'm going to show you in the tutorial of course how you tell the computer what the right answer is you're looking for, and therefore what's wrong. Okay, so we've got them all right now. So let's see from a teacher's perspective how you actually make a quiz like this. Okay, first thing you do is grab a copy of the template. You should leave a copy on your computer and then make a copy and put it in a folder where you know where you'll find it, and call it something relevant to your subject and your topic. I'm just going to call this hardware 2. Okay, of course you'll need Flash CS4 or CS5 to open this, and when you do, the template will look something like this. Okay, now very easy to create the quiz once you've opened it here. Okay, the most important thing you need to know is that you do all your work with this red scrub head in frame 3. So move the scrub head not to frame 1, not to frame 2, but to frame 3, and you'll see all these questions here waiting for you to type in the questions, and you'll see the heading up the top there. Okay, so first thing, think of a heading for your quiz, and just click a few times on that heading until you see it's selected, and type in the heading that you want. I'll just type in hardware or software. Okay, and of course where you see insert question 1 here, you simply double click and type in your first question. So just type in your first question, okay, and then go down to question 2 and type in your second question. I'll only type in a couple for this example because there's no point you watching me type in all 10. Okay, there you go, I've typed in 2. Now, of course, at this stage, you've typed in your questions, but your computer has no way of knowing what answer you actually want to say, yeah, that's correct. So you'll need to go into the action script layer in frame 3. Okay, so action script and click in box number 3. Okay, and then you click on your actions panel. Okay, and if you can't see that actions frame, go up to window, which should be at the top of your screen, and click actions there, or use the shortcut by pressing F9 on your keyboard. When you do that, you'll see all of this code. Now, you simply scroll down until you see, and it should be in a different color to the rest of the code, where it says insert your text answer. Okay, so next to if answer1.text, just type in the answer that you want for question 1. So a monitor is a piece of hardware. Okay, now as you can see, I don't want a full stop, so I've put no full stop here. That's exactly the answer that I'm going to accept. That's hardware with no spaces, nothing else next to it, simply the word hardware. Okay, and for question 2, exactly the same thing, but I'm going to use the word software. Okay, so I'm not going to go and do question 3, but at the minute, if I actually saved this quiz and published it now, the actual answer that it would accept as correct for question 3 would actually be the words insert underscore your underscore text underscore answer. Okay, of course you need to change them for each question in the quiz. So let's save that and publish it. And you'll see hardware 2 has the that's the document you're working on, the red one. It also has an SWF file and the HTML file. The easiest one to give to the kids is HTML. You can just copy that and put it in their folders, and they simply double click on it. Okay, they might get this yellow bar up the top. Simply click on that, allow block content, and click yes, and they're ready to go. All the coding's been done for you, welcomes them by name, and if they type in the correct answer, you'll see those two are actually correct. Okay, I think that about explains it all. You'll notice the first quiz actually had some pictures in it. I'm going to tell you in another tutorial how to import pictures, but I might just briefly say now, for those of you who are pretty computer savvy, file, import to library is a good head start for you looking for pictures. And when you see those pictures in your library, okay, just drag them onto the stage. Okay, and that's how you get a picture on your stage. But I might do another tut which goes into that in more detail. Thank you.